Hello, welcome to the Poetry Kitchen here in Prestwich with me, John Darwin. First of all, apologies for the sun streaming across my face here, but as locals will know, the sun never sets in Prestwich. We are Prestwich 24-hour party suburb. Nice to be here, especially in front of such a large crowd. No pushing at the front, please. I want to do a few poems for you, just 4 or 5. They're only short. Talk a little bit about the club and what's going on at the moment. So I thought I'd start with a poem which is has a local flavour to it, and it's inspired by Gorton Monastery. And those around here will know that's a very beautiful building, was restored a short while ago. And that building inspired this first poem, and it's called 13 Franciscans. 13 Franciscans created beauty from nothing through love. Love is not a crusade. It is Wet Wednesday in Whalley Range, the twine of Rochdalian burr and Mancunian twang, the giggling whisper of bed springs gathering to love-laden laughter, a head-shaking silent scream of joy, a photograph, a painting, a poem, his bristle of chinness, her ethereal slimness, there, her and hymness, no glory to godness, a hymnless song of praise. Clap. Thank you very much. As I say, wonderful to be here in strange circumstances. One of the things some of us will be missing at the moment is the local pub, or even the unlocal pub. Something that I quite enjoy visiting from time to time. I'm sure some of you watching are the same as me. So I'm going to continue with a poem which is a tribute to public houses that we're missing at the moment and we'll return to when the time is right. This is called The Aleglass. A 4-mile stretch of calf and thigh, exaggerated swing of arms to reach the inn for 6 to build a thirst to slake. The hop crop is perennial to service rows of sand-dry mouths of those that hope there's more in time than parenthood and duty. The urgent rush of acorn flow, drawn from pump by tattooed arm, fills the glass with bitter clouds before lips meet to taste. Trick of toffee, hoppy nose, trickles down to empty guts. Arthritic fingers keep the grip of lance-straight glass with brewer's mark of tiger, otter, rose. The landlord turns the jukebox down, a volume indiscernible to ears drummed out by factory sounds and domestic complications. 4 gulps in, the head subsides. Patterns form for drunk's debate, dubious Picasso prints, elongated continents, something else I can't remember, the face of Jesus Christ. Clap. Thank you very much. One thing we might not be missing at the moment, and I don't mean to decry the value of work, but sometimes can bring us down. Although, of course, it's a noble thing. This poem may not ring so true at the moment, but it remains true for me. This is for office workers everywhere, and it's called At 4 o'clock. At 4 o'clock, depression lifts. A grand relief ends workday shifts of mundane tasks to pay the bills, to hold off drink and popping pills. 3 cheers for these unwanted gifts. Bad hangovers and workday rifts are food to feed a mind that drifts to dreams of beaches, snow-capped hills at 4 o'clock. The office worker's time to sift old love affairs, the ones that drift from heart half-stopped to making wills, to knitting scarves for winter chills and saving up for staircase lifts at 4 o'clock. Clap. Thank you very much. Well, I hope you're all keeping well. I'm going to do a little bit of a promotion now for FC United. And as you know, this is a difficult time for football clubs, particularly those in the lower leagues, and even more particularly semi-professional clubs like ours. Our income has really disappeared. We've lost a lot of income in common with all clubs at our level. And therefore, the idea is, as you're watching this at 3 o'clock on a Saturday, you would normally have been at Broadhurst Park supporting the team, and you'd have been paying your way in terms of entrance fee, travel costs, food and beverages, programmes, pound for the ground tickets, all of these things. So what I'm doing is I'm putting in the money I would have spent at the ground or on the way to the ground. So I've got my chauffeur to pay for my limousine transfer from Prestwich to Moston. I've got my £5 bar bill, and maybe £1 for the ground draw. You get the idea. So fc-united.co.uk, on the homepage there's a story that links into donations to club funds to help us through this difficult time. fc-united.co.uk. Pay what you can afford. Thank you. A couple more poems to finish with, and the next one's slightly related to the previous one. And although my youthful looks may not betray the fact I'm very close to retirement from my day job, and people say, what are you going to do, John? You need a purpose, you need noble activities, and you'll have nothing to do. You'll just fade and wither away in the constant sunshine of Prestwich, North Manchester. So this is my answer to that question, and I'll have to read this one, I think. Just reached for the glasses. I thought the sun would have gone down by now, but no, the sun always shines on the righteous. So this is a poem about retirement and how difficult it is to fill those days. And it's called Carp Fishing in Shropshire. I could go carp fishing in Shropshire, pitch a tent with a quart of spirits, fish through the night, taking occasional sips and a gulp with each bite. I could walk 5 miles to town, stroll from bookshop to library, taking architecture in, supping water to stop night cramps with a late small tincture for sleep. I could remedy lost education, learn Welsh as a family nod, wander far and wide, chatting aimlessly to shopkeepers and passers-by. I will go to the pub too often, repeat myself to irritated bar staff, fart prolifically without knowing, forget who I am, and die. Clap. Okay, I'm going to finish with one more poem now. Time is nearly up. Before I do, another fundraising idea for the club. As many of you will know, I had a book out last year called Meet Myself Returning. I Meet Myself Returning. It's on Flapjack Press, flapjackpress.co.uk. But my idea is that if anyone wants to buy the book, I'll donate all proceeds to club funds. To make it simple, Send me a message on the Soul is One forum, Darwin is my username, or a private message on Twitter at Darwin Poet. Give me your name and address. I'll cover the postage, and it's up to you to make a donation to the club. I'd ask for £5 minimum, whatever you can afford. We're doing that on trust. Please send me a message either on Twitter or The Soul is One, and a beautiful, pristine poetry book will be on your doorstep within days. I'm going to finish with this, Football and Girls. I long to be in a song by Simon and Garfunkel because they're always smoking and reading magazines, travelling on trains in romantic isolation, dreaming of Anne Bancroft as they harmonise on Widnes Station. I long to be in 60s garb with a Mod Slim silhouette, the tone of Art Garfunkel, an angel in a turtleneck, steaming out of Saginaw in a steel-slick Greyhound bus with the charm of young naivety, thinking Kennedy was at one with us. Turning into Man from Boy, Cecilia played her part, confirming universal truth. Only girls and football break your heart. Thank you very much for listening. All the best to all of you. I'm off for a pint with a mate. Come on, bestie. Cheers.